Hey everyone, Emily here and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be trying another recipe that I found online. I've been seeing this all over TikTok and Instagram. It's basically a higher protein egg salad and you sub out the mayo for cottage cheese. It's supposed to be really good and it seems super easy to make. So let's give this a try and see how it comes out. The base of this is of course eggs, and I'm going to peel and chop 4 hard-boiled eggs. I put these in a pot of cold water, I cover them completely, and then I bring them to a boil. Once the eggs have started to boil, then I set a timer for 6 minutes. After 6 minutes, I take them off the heat, but I leave them in the hot water for another 5 minutes or so, and then I rinse them off in cool water and place them in the fridge, and usually comes out with perfect hard-boiled eggs every time. I've rinsed these off so there are no little bits of shell, and I'm going to give these a nice chop. I wasn't super careful with this batch and I did leave them in the hot water for a little bit too long afterward. So you can see they are slightly overcooked. That's where you get that little green ring around the edge of the yolk, but they're still gonna taste just fine. I like a pretty rough chop so that there's still some really good egg pieces in my egg salad. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put this straight into the bowl that I'm going to mix everything up in. From here, whatever you add in is totally personal preference. I like mine to have a little bit of crunch, so I'm going to chop up a couple pieces of celery that I have hanging out in the fridge and add that into my egg salad. I'll also throw in just a little bit of onion. You can use red onion, that would be really good in this. I just happen to have some white onion that I need to use up, so I'll just chop up maybe a couple tablespoons worth of that. And then I would say this is one of the more important ingredients. If you don't like pickles, you can definitely leave them out. But since we're using cottage cheese and not mayonnaise, I want to add just a little bit of tang to this. So I'm going to add in a few chopped up slices of dill pickle. All our chopping's done, so I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. We have our nice bowl full of all of our toppings and our eggs, and now we're gonna get started on our cottage cheese sauce. We're using that instead of mayo. Now, you can definitely just throw in some cottage cheese and use it as is, but I've seen a couple recipes that blend it up, and I think I would prefer the texture of this blended. It'd be a little bit more like a traditional egg salad, so that's what I'm gonna do. I have my container of 4% small curd cottage cheese, and this is my immersion blender. If you don't have an immersion blender, just use a regular blender or even a food processor if you want to make this smooth. This just kind of eliminates having to put it into a blender and clean that up. So I'm just going to blend this until it's nice and smooth. Once this is a nice smooth consistency, I'm just going to spoon some directly into the bowl, just enough to kind of mix this up and make it nice egg salad consistency. It is a little bit thicker than mayonnaise, so you can thin this out with maybe a little bit of lemon juice. I'm gonna add in a splash of pickle juice, and I'll give this a mix. I'm also going to throw in just a little bit of dill and some pepper. I'm gonna leave out salt because I think with the pickles and the cottage cheese, this is going to be salty enough as it is. This looks fantastic, so now let's give this a try. I'm going to make this into a nice wrap, so I'll put down a couple pieces of lettuce and then scoop on good amount of my egg salad. Roll this up, give it a little slice in half, and let's give this a try. It really is good. This came out so good, and you would never know that there's cottage cheese in here instead of mayonnaise. This is a really nice higher protein option. I would say I used about a half cup of the cottage cheese in here, and for every half cup, there's 12 grams of protein. This makes 2 servings with the 4 eggs. So for each serving, you're adding in an additional 6 grams of protein and really not sacrificing anything on taste. I'll definitely be making this again. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell icon so you can get notified every time I post. As always, you can find the full recipe to this down in the description box below, along with links to all my social media pages so you can follow along for more cooking content. If you'd like to see more recipes that I found on the internet, go ahead and click the playlist off to the side. Hope to see you back here next time.